Hey guys, so here we have a Miami Carey, quote, Banana Fan model CF-952 in what I believe to be antique copper. If you look at the blade irons, there's such a strange pattern. It looks like copper oxide almost with the black. The, the regular housing and switch housing is a bit darker, but it just looks like antique copper to me.
I think the only thing that looks antique brass is the top of the motor, I think it was.
Yeah. Let's see. So this seems to be a really early Banana Fan, and I've never seen one labeled Miami Carey before from any other collector.
I don't know how well that tag is seen, but yeah.
So this is probably from the early 80s, maybe even late 70s. It has the lovely variable speed pull chain, although I lost the nut thing that goes on here to hold it in. So it still works, but you're just gonna have to pull it to the side.
Yeah, this is an earlier one because it does have the oil bath bearing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if the bearing is oil bath, but it has a pancake motor similar to a Hunter original where you can see through it with the coils on the outside.
This is like the first time this fan has been tested in like,
oh my god, 13 years.
yeah, like a long time.
I'll tell that while I start on low. So this has an off position. When you pull all the way out, it goes to low speed. So yeah, I got this fan from Habitat in 2011, and I've never had a J-hook testing spot until today. Well, it wasn't really me, it was mostly Matt who redid the testing spot a bit here to get a pancake box in there, and then also get a J-hook in the joist next to it.
We just redid the testing spot because this was the electrical box that was in there previously, and you just screwed whatever it was directly into the stud, and it was really no good for a testing spot. And then we put a J-hook right next to the box.
Yeah, that type of mounting box works really well if you're installing something once, but not if you're changing out fans all the time.
And of course I put a nice, really sturdy box in there. It could probably hold over 50 pounds.
So this fan's really noisy, and pretty much all of them are for this model type.
Pretty typical for variable speed to be a little loud.
Yeah. So Miami Carey was based out of Ohio. And most of the fans you see come from there. The only two other models I know of is the Ambassador, which is a top mount spinner, and I think the other one was just called like Miami or something. Miami, like, I don't know. It's a very weird looking thing though, but other than that one model that looked unique, the rest of them were just pretty much ripped straight from Evergo, or one of the factories that made all these. Pull it up a little bit. You don't get a great range of speeds on these.
It's pretty neat. I really find it fascinating how that variable pull chain works. It shakes ever so slightly.
Yeah, that's really that's just what happens with J-hooks though. I think a little crackling noise.
Yeah, what is that noise?
I don't know. Well, stop doing it. So. Well, no, it didn't. Wait, which is?
I forget.
This one. Yep. Okay. This is probably as close to high as we're gonna get without it actually being high speed.
Yeah, this fan does not have a whole lot of torque at all by any means.
It works a lot off of not torque, off of pitch that it does speed. Yeah, I think another collector has taken a video of what the inside of this looks like, but the pull chain basically goes on a wheel that's inside of the switch housing, and as you pull one side, it moves the wheel either clockwise or counterclockwise. It's a really interesting design, actually. And if anyone knows where I can get one of these pieces that's big enough to hold or to screw onto like a pull chain fob that's
I think
twice the size as one would
if
normally.
you can't find one of those nut things, I think your best bet is to just get like a nut or something out of the hardware section of Lowe's.
Probably, yeah.
Let's turn this up to high. Oh, I think I just turned
Other
it
one.
down, yeah. Alright,
Okay, that's high speed.
that's full power. Runs very smooth.
Yeah, no bearing noise. And the humming is pretty much gone. Once you get up to high. Actually, how does this look if I lose 60 FPS if I do that? The condition on this isn't great also. It definitely got dinged up pretty bad by the people at Habitat, and then I'm sure I had my own storage rash for this, just as it's moved over the years. But it's got a 2-piece canopy, just like a Hunter original.
Very similar to Hunter original.
Yeah. I don't know if Hunter ever sued any of these companies for trying to copy them. They did that with one of them. I don't remember which one, but there were tons of people trying to make original copies back in the day.
And that's the off position there. Yeah, I've always wondered how those variable pull chains work. I've never seen one in person until now.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's a trim pot in here because I kind of wish I could go slower than the factory speeds. But it's still really cool either way. I don't think I'm ever going to sell this or trade it.
Spin down's relatively quick.
Mm-hmm. And the reason why this is called the Banana Fan, all the other ones are made by whatever companies or factories, is because these never had a consistent name or model name ever. And apparently some collector said that these vents look like bananas.
Apparently, like,
Or the blade arms. I don't even know.
there were
But
some
I don't
models.
really see it.
As far as I know, there were some models with like generic blade arms as opposed to these ones. And there was one in a house for sale down the street from me. I ended up leaving a note on the front door in hopes of getting it, but nobody replied. So that kind of sucks.
I think that's gonna do it.
That's all for the Miami Carey CF-952.
Thanks for watching.